Luther Kinsey with Team F1 Sports. I'm sitting down with Coach Adam Williams of the Pickens County Dragons baseball team. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing well. Excited to be here. Can't wait to talk about the team, talk about the kids, and all the work they've been putting in.
Well, good. We appreciate you sitting down with us today. We'll start out, of course, you came here last year, I believe, from Cass High School.
Yes, sir.
Had some very good seasons, good athletes over there, more importantly. Of course, last year here at Pickens High School, you were 14-16 overall and 9-9 in region. What are your expectations of coming off that season into this season to make, get a better record for your team and possibly reach deeper into the playoffs?
Our focus isn't necessarily on wins and losses. It's about coming out and working hard every day. And we really stress to our kids that our season is going to be made up as the kind of the culmination of all our practices. And we've got to work on getting better every day. So we've really been stressing the journey to the kids, and the journey is going to be way more important than the results. So we're really just stressing the journey and getting better and trying to hold our kids to a high standard. Last year was a great year for me. I really enjoyed my first year here at Pickens High School. I'm excited about this year. We returned 6 starters. Even though we were about 500 last year, we do have high expectations for this season, and we're looking forward to see where we go. But we scrimmaged last night. We saw some good things, but more importantly, I'm excited to see where we go from practice today. So that's kind of what I'm focused on, is just going out and getting better this afternoon.
All right. How many seniors did you lose last year?
Last year we lost 8 seniors, and those kids took me in and accepted me. And I'm really owe a debt of gratitude to those kids, because those kids embraced me. They could have easily said, I've been under another coach for 3 years, but they accepted me, and they kind of bought into the plan, and they are part of what we're trying to build here. They're going to help lay that foundation. So kids like Joseph Gossett, who is playing at Southern Union right now, Jace Franklin, Clayton MacArthur, Lucas Hedrick, Wyatt Cresswell, Dylan Huffman. Those kids, and I know I missed a couple there, but those kids were great, and just good people, and they were great to work with.
Excuse me. Well, speaking of seniors last year buying into the program and accepting you, of course you got some seniors this year that's in their second season with you. How many seniors do you have on the team this year? And then we'll talk about a couple of them specifically.
Well, we're going to have 6 seniors this year, and the kids have really kind of bought into the leadership aspect of it. So it's not just about playing baseball. Caswell Smith and Will Lawrence is going to lead us on the mound. Jackson Jones and Dalton Elrod are going to come in relief on the mound. Jacob Kirkhoff and Miles Bramlett, are going to lead us in the infield. Those kids have really kind of just bought into the whole aspect of family. That's one of our core values, and they're really doing their best to treat everybody, as a family. And there's no older kid, younger kid with those kids. We're all Dragons, and that's all the goal. And so I'm really grateful with this group and their effort that they're putting into the season so far.
Right. Speaking of Caswell Smith and Will Lawrence, of course, they signed their letter of intent to, to move on. In your career at Cass, you had 16 that moved on to the college level, which is outstanding. That shows that you really not only put the talent that they may be lacking a little bit, but you put that drive in their heart. And some already have it, of course, but you add to that. What does it mean to you to have these 2 guys sign on Wednesday?
Well, baseball is good to me, and so I work hard to be good to baseball and these kids and give them the best experience possible. If I can work hard to move a kid on, they're going to get the experience of playing baseball in college, but they're also going to get a college degree out of this, which is going to help them way more than baseball ever will. And I think what those 2 kids set the example for is they have earned their college scholarship. All fall, we lifted here at 5:45, and Will and Caswell was there every morning. They put in the sacrifice. They played all summer. They could have easily held down a summer job and went on vacation, but they were out playing summer baseball. They were committed to the game and committed to the process of going to school. And if there's a kid that wants to go to school and play college baseball, I'm going to do everything I can to help. I'm going to use my contacts. You know, like you said, we were able to put 16 kids in there. We had 2 go to school last year. We're putting 2 more in this year. We're going to have more next year. You know, I'm going to get out and work hard for kids, and I'm going to work hard to get kids in school. You know, so if you want to play college baseball and you live in this area, this is the place to be, because we're going to work to get you in.
All right, well, speaking of you know, summer program and things like that, and the seniors that have left and senior leadership this year, how are some of your younger guys doing? You know, freshmen last year moving up to sophomore, and of course incoming freshmen this year. Talk about a few of those.
Well, we graduated 8 seniors last year, but we played a lot of sophomores. So we have a very good group of juniors that are here here at Pickens High School. Matter of fact, we started 5 juniors in the infield last night. Austin Chester started at catcher. Chad Packus started at first base. Tyler Vreeland started at second. Brady Moore at short. And then Colby James at third. So I'm excited about our good group of juniors. On the varsity this year, Hunter White is a sophomore that I think is going to contribute for us. Seth Dinsmore and Drake Sutton will contribute. Kids like Chase Goss, Jared Whitmore, all these kids have worked hard, and they're going to come in and they're going to play a role for us at some point. We even had a freshman, Anthony Antonozzi, go with us last night and get an at bat. You know, so we're going to try to develop kids, and we want to put kids in situations where they succeed when they're juniors and seniors in high school.
Speaking of Seth Dinsmore, saw him the other day for the first time in several months. Looks like he had a little growth spurt.
Oh,
he's toned up and got a lot taller. That should really help him on the mound this year as well.
Absolutely. Seth's a great kid, extremely hard worker, a very talented kid. Probably a lot of people don't know this about Seth, but he's in the band. He can play 4 musical instruments. So he's just an all-around good kid. And that's the kind of kids we want in our programs. It's kids who are multi-talented. They can do different things. But Seth's going to help us, you know, and he's going to help us on the mound. He's going to play a role for us. You know, there's going to be some point this year Seth's going to contribute. And we're excited to have him. And not only is he going to help on the baseball field, he's a great clubhouse guy. You know, he's a guy who mixes it up with the guys. You know, he can kind of give and take a little bit when it comes to, you know, kind of the joking around with each other. And so he is really, truly a great kid to have in the program.
Wow. Well, before we close, I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming season. Of course, you know, scrimmage games are in full swing now. When is your first regular season game? Is it home, away, and who would it be against? And if you can, maybe talk about that, your opponent a little bit and what you see in them.
Well, absolutely. We play 5 home games next week. So we're supposed to open up at Murray County. Their field is under construction. They're having some issues with the outfield, so we moved it to our place. So we're going to open up at home on Tuesday. We play Murray County. Then we play Lumpkin on Thursday. The head coach at Lumpkin's, Jonathan Gasly, is a good friend of mine. He's going to come in and have those guys prepared. Friday, we play the new school at Denmark. Again, David Smart's head coach over there. He's going to have those kids prepared. And then Saturday, we play McIntosh and Northgate from south of Atlanta. So we kind of have a baseball day here Saturday where Pickens and Lumpkin will play McIntosh and Northgate. So we're going to kind of get a little mountain ball versus a little South Atlanta ball and see how it goes, you know. But that's what we got to do, you know. In order to compete on a state level, we got to get out and bring teams in from all over the state. We're going to make a trip to Brunswick on the following weekend over fall break and winter break, excuse me. And we're going to go play South Effingham and Brunswick High School down at baseball at the beach. So we're going to try to get our kids on the bus, and we're going to go play some people, and we're not scared of competition. And we're not going to back down from anybody. So we're going to go out there and put the, you know, our best 9 on the field. And we're going to see who plays the best that day.
Well, good deal. Good deal. As we close, Coach, I want to thank you for sitting down with us and bringing a little, you know, insight to the baseball program here at Pickens High School. And folks, if you're watching in and around the Pickens area, as Coach Williams said, got a full week of baseball. We'd love to have you come out and watch them, cheer them on. You know, and even if you're not a fan of Pickens, but you know, you're possibly moving in, as he said. You know, this is the place to go if you want a college education. So come out, watch them. Catch him between games, introduce yourself, and let him tell you a little bit more about, you know, how they do things around here. Even if you're young and upcoming, I'm sure he'd love to talk to you.
Talking about young and upcoming, we've got feeder teams here all the way down to 3rd grade. So we have a 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, then a middle school team. So we got kids in all ages playing baseball here in Pickens County, and I am super excited about it. I mean,
Wow,
good
nice.
things are happening on the diamond here, and I can't wait to see what happens here.
Good deal. Well,
Super excited.
Well, thank you again for sitting down with us, Coach. Best of luck with the 2019 season, and look more forward to catching more from you probably later in the season, maybe before a playoff run. We'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Anytime.
again.
All right.